clear takeoff.
Wind check 06012.
Right, thank you. Switch, rolling, now. Secondi. Ora. Corretto centinaio.
Entering North Wales MTA, we're going to proceed into low-fly area 7 for southeast mark flow for approximately 30 mic.
You clear takeoff and display. The surface wind is 07012.
Hey, well, a very, very good evening to you, and welcome along to the Friday Night Live from the Edit Van. And hope we find you all fit and fine, and welcome along. You're with the Bear. And just before we start, let's quickly go through and explain what's coming up tonight. So coming up tonight, on tonight's show, what we're going to be doing, starting off with, we've had Jamesy going out to the military air bases this week. So he's been over at Marham. So we're going to be starting off with F-35s from Marham from Tuesday and Wednesday. Then after that, from Tuesday, I popped up to East Mids Airport to get the Saudi Herc. And after that, we've got, hey, Phoebe. She was over at Manchester on Wednesday. So we've got a couple of videos from that Phoebe actually took from Manchester. Also, after that, we've got some live side footage from the Royal International Air Tattoo from a couple of years ago. So, but the rest of the stuff, what we'll do, I'll keep you informed as we go, because time, as always, is tight. So let's start off with the very first item this evening, and it's over to, with a bit of luck, to Marham, and this should be coming up for you. Here we go. Some beautiful footage, as usual, and this was taken on Tuesday morning, and it was belting down of rain. So as you see, the US Navy, that's the F-35s we're actually looking at the moment, and just look at this shot coming up. This is something special. Here we go. A wet runway. Bring it on. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, hi to everybody in the chat room as well. We'll be giving you all a mention in just a mo. So who've we got? Michael Webber was the first in today, and we've got Kirk Ferrari, Phoebe, hello Phoebe, some special stuff from Phoebe coming up pretty soon. Also, Kirk Ferrari, hi to you, Gary Lockton. Also, we've got Turbo Tim's World. Talking of Turbo Tim's World, he'll be featured next week on the live from the edit room on the feature that we call Meet the Fans. Coming up tonight on Meet the Fans, it's going to be Bradley Penny, Aviation. So Bradley, you're going to be on a little bit later. Also, hi to Travelino Blog. What else have we got? Erwin, hi Erwin, nice to see you there, my boy. Matt, Barry West, the main man, Barry West, good to see you, my boy. Hey, we must feature Barry West one of these days, one of our big supporters of Airshow World. Plane spotting Ringway, hi my man, nice to see you. Phil, nice to see Phil as well. So many people joining us today, it's absolutely brilliant as usual. Just wait for that aircraft to take off, because they are noisy. They are noisy levels, I tell you. Julie Rotherham, hiya Julie, how wonderful to see you. Here we go. This was later in the day on Tuesday, and the weather started to improve, so you can see another F-35 coming in. Much to the relief of Jamesy when he was filming this. I think he got soaked in the morning. Luis, the travel spotter. Hey, good to see you. And a very good Friday night to all of you. Frederick Finch, hello. Wait for this aircraft to go by. Hey, and it wouldn't be a Friday night with our very own GB Model Zone. Hope you enjoyed the feature I did for you last week. There, Gordon. Who else we got? Phil, hi Phil. Julie again. Ryan, hiya Ryan. So don't forget, do your bit and share the video about right now, because we're literally only on for another 54 minutes. Time is ticking away, I can tell you. We've got a real busy show for you again as usual tonight. I think I saw Chris's name mentioned. Oh, there's Chris. Hiya Chris. So yes, what have we got? Yes, some videos from Phoebe that will feature pretty soon, and then I said we'll be doing some. Got some live side video footage from the Royal International Air Tattoo from a couple of years ago. Also going to do an airband radio, sort of an airband radio feature if you like. I'll explain more about that in a minute. Lewis, the travel spotter. Hi Stu, it's your fan Lewis again. Hi my man, good to see you. He's saying something about how you're coping with the old lockdown. Aye, not a problem. Oh, and don't, hey, it won't stop off Friday nights. We've got so much video that we're going to be bringing to you on these Friday nights, so don't worry, we'll be here every Friday night for you. Not a problemo. Hey, Gary says, God, my Wi-Fi's crashed. Wi-Fi. Don't talk to me about Wi-Fi, yeah. It's always fingers crossed, isn't it? Hey, if you hear any bangs, it's fireworks still going off. Dear Lord above. Yeah, the cats do not like fireworks. Neither do the doggies. Oh dear. Julie says everything's normal apart from the big army presence. Oh boy. Hey, well, I'm in absolute luxury today. Honestly, hey, I've got a bottle of Coca-Cola knocking about somewhere. So, unless Matthew's hidden this bottle of Coke, I think I'll be drinking that in a minute. Plane spotting Ringway. Hello, Morab looks great. How long was James there for? He went for 2 days. He literally put his tent up in those lights. No, he didn't. Honestly, no, I'm only joking. He put them up put it up in the hedge. Oh, he was staying at a bed and breakfast place, I believe, near Mildenhall. Now look at the pods on these. Hey, thank you, Peter. That's a nice compliment. It says lockdown entertainment at its best. Well, it's better than Combination Street and all that load of rubbish, isn't it, eh? Goodness gracious, yes. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget, keep sharing the video. Let's get as many folks on as possible. Ryan says, did I see the ACT Jumbo Eastmids? No, but I certainly heard it. They're using 09 today, so you don't get such a good view from where I am. When it's 27, yes, you can see them great taking off and what have you. I mean, in theory, I suppose I could go up, you know, as a bit of exercise to do some videos and what have you, but, you know, we'll just see. I'll probably just, I think for the next month, what I'll be doing is just going through the old classic footage, and you'll absolutely love it because we've got some fantastic videos coming up. Then we've got enough videos to keep us going for about the next 5 years. Fantastic shot, look at those. So Jamesy, tell me, What are those on the wingtips? Ah, interesting. Another Saudi C-130 came in. Well, you're going to see one of those. Not from today, but from the other day. TJ Aviation. Hello, good day to you, mate. How are you? It's great to see these names keep popping up saying, yeah, yeah. You know, regular Friday night viewers. So thank you very, very much. Missile Rails. Thank you. Rails for Sidewinders. That's GB Model Zone letting us know that. Right, so that was part one, and I put these into different parts. So let's go straight to the next one. I think this must be the probably the next day, or maybe later. Anyway, whatever. So F-35 action, love it, absolutely love it. He had a great time. Anyway, talking about time, so coming up, we've got this feature about not so much about radios itself, but how to make them, to get the best out of them, right? So you need a real good aerial. So going to do a quick feature about Rick King. So if you're into your aircraft and what have you, the best upgrade you can get if you've got a radio is to get yourself a really good aerial. So I'm going to be featuring this. I've had it on test all this week. Well, we'll tell you about that a little later. Then after that, we're going to go back to around about this time last year. I think it was actually probably early December in Japan, Tsuki Air Base. They had an air festival. Now that will be coming up just a little bit later. Featuring Mitsubishi F2s. In other words, they just look like F-16s, okay? And Mitsubishi F-15Js. And also, I think, as far as I remember... Hey, remember, I edited this particular feature, the Japan stuff, on Monday, so it's a bit of a blur now. But according to my notes, also a display of an F-16, so that's to come. Then we've got some special painted F4 Phantoms. And of course, to wrap the night off, we've got Meet the Fans with Bradley Penny Aviation. Thank you very much, Jamesy. He says there are missile pylons on the wingtips. And that's looking pretty cool. I do like that. So, looks like you had a pretty good time there, Jamesy. So, thank you very much. Aha, talking about leaning, I see. Okay, I'll have to look through that a little bit later when I've got a little bit more time. Thank you. Anyway, the main man's in the room. Bring him on. There's Bradley Penny. So, Bradley, we've got your feature coming up just a little later. Quick mention to Aviation, London Heathrow 2020. He said, I'm a new subscriber. Top man. Hey, for anybody new, let's let this go. So, I'll be deafened. Yeah, if you're new, don't forget, please subscribe to Airshow World. Don't forget, hit the bell icon. Get the notifications. You'll know when we are live. Phil Artiste says, great footage, gents, that's alright. Thank you very much. Well, Jamesy took these few, and the bear did a bit of editing, but not on this one because this was too late to come through for me to get it all edited. But he didn't need it. It's brilliant anyway. Okie dokie. What have we got coming? Oh, right. So, yes, of course. Barcelona. No, it's not Barcelona. It's Marham. Anyway, that was from Marham. We're going to move along, and with a bit of luck, you'll probably have a bang in a minute. It's a load of fireworks going off. Anyway, East Midlands Airport, Tuesday. Thank you again to Jamesy. He sent me an alert. Says, Stu, the bear, get yourself up to East Mids if you can. There's a C-130 coming in, Saudi. So I said, okay, why not? And I know some of you guys, I actually did this as a live stream, so some of you guys out there and actually saw this live. As the rain was coming down, you'll probably hear a bit of noise with it because the wind suddenly got up pretty bad. And not just the wind, the rain and all sorts. A good old mixture it was. Yep. Oh, I remember. Barry West was watching this live. So was Julie. I think Phoebe was there. So yes, it was quite a surprise. People said, "Hey, I didn't know you were going live." But look at that rain coming down, though. It was quite funny, really. I went offline and well, I was just about to hit the switch off the streaming box, and I saw this DHL coming in. I thought, "Oh, the hell with it. Let's go back to it." It certainly was grey, I tell you. I don't know if you can hear the fireworks going off. Bang, bang, outside. Yeah, at the time when this was live, Gordon was putting messages live, and he said over I think Nuneaton Way, he was saying it's absolutely hammering it down here, mate. We've got hail and all sorts. So I thought, right, I'm not going to do this stream for very long. I think we were live for around about 45 minutes, something like that. But it was well worth going up and making the effort. And I think, yeah, it was Tuesday, was it? Yes, it was Tuesday. So I thought, well, before the lockdown starts and whatever. Oh God, I said the wrong word. Lockdown. Mustn't say that. Mustn't say the C word as well. Yes. Nothing political, yeah, definitely not. Anyway, time to move on. So where were we then? Well, I wasn't, but a certain young lady was on Wednesday up at Manchester Airport, and she managed to get some absolutely great video shots of the A380, and that's our very own super fan. I'll call her super fan because she's absolutely brilliant, and that's our very own Phoebe Stern. So Phoebe, I'm going to show a couple of your videos that she captured from her phone. So let's go for it. Okay, here we go. So on the approach, if you look, we should see an A380 back for the first time since I suppose since March, really, wouldn't it? So there we go, in the distance, coming into land. Well done, Phoebe. You did an absolutely brilliant job. Hey, and guys, don't forget, ladies as well, on the Meet the Fans section, right? Don't forget, send me an email, all right? I'll give the email out at the end of the show. And tonight featured, as we told you earlier, it's Bradley Penny Aviation. That's on Meet the Fans. But if you've got any special video footage you'd like to share that you know, you've taken while you've been out for your bit of exercise, if that's what we want to call it, and you've got a camera stuffed in your pocket, you can always send me something, okay? And you never know, I might just feature it on a Friday on a Friday night, live from the edit room. Now keep watching this, because when it lands, this is absolutely stunning. It really is. It was beautiful blue skies, but it had a rain shower just before this came in. Keep watching this. This is absolutely brilliant. Well captured, Phoebe. I'll go quiet. Oh, I love that, Julie. Yeah. Julie says this was taken just before Phoebe fell in the mud. Oh, mud. Tell me about it. Gosh, the mud where I was filming from at East Mids on Tuesday. Gosh, it was muddy. A lot of rain, but beautiful. At East Mids. Well, when I got back home, because I was talking to Julie and Phoebe, and I was saying, hey, no, it's beautiful here. I'm sat out in the side garden. We're going to have a barbecue in a minute. It was beautiful. We were sunbathing. So it looks like we had better weather over at East Mids on Wednesday. Okay, that was the landing shot. So Phoebe treated us to the actual takeoff. So that's coming up for you in just a moment. So don't forget, if you are out and about and you know there's something you're really proud of, say I can feature just the odd little tiny clip. If you want to do that, just get in touch with me, okay? Okay, I'll quickly tell you the email address right now, okay? So it's Airshow World 1. That's the figure 1, okay? Airshow World 1 at gmail.com, okay? And that's the same address for Meet the Fans, if you'd like to take part in that. So there you go, Phoebe. Very proud of you, kiddo. You've done a beautiful job there. Look at that. That is beautifully panned. And all from her camera. I bet she's got one of these fancy iPhones, because that is really excellent. Okay, and it doesn't... And that's not the end of it, Gromit, because with a bit of luck, right, there we go. She took a couple of photographs as well. Beautiful. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, let's go back to the video. Haha, we're back to the video. So, Phoebe, I'll give you absolute thumbs up, and thank you very, very much for sending those video clips. Okay, it's as simple as that. It doesn't have to be, massive quality or anything like that, right? And I don't expect that at all, because the size would be too big to send on an email, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so even if you just captured something from the phone, I don't know if Ethan's on, but Ethan, there you go. If you get anything at the weekend, by all means, if you want to feature it, please do. And also, Phoebe's got a great YouTube channel, which no doubt she'll be putting these on, and that's Phoebe Stern YouTube channel. Just give it a search. Right, time to move on. Now then, few rare shots here, very rare, and this is the part of the Royal International Air Tattoo that most people don't get to see. Now James was very kindly, they invited him to go live side, and I think you might enjoy some of these shots that are coming up, real close-ups. On some of these parts you won't hear any, don't worry, your sound hasn't gone funny, you'll still hear me talking, but on some of these shots you won't hear any background sound on some of them, because it was in a van and people were talking, and we didn't want to let you hear what they were saying. You know what a gang of lads are like. Say that, what, Squire? Okay, Lewis, what I'll do, I hope on the replay of this it comes up with the chat, and then what I'll do, I'll look at that. Lewis Travel Spotter, okay. But by all means, Lewis, don't, you've got my email address. I gave my email address out, so you can send me an email on that. DCS Virtual Solo Mirage Team. Wow, incredible. Thank you very much. Some new names coming up, which I'm loving. So, hey, if you are new to Airshow World, do the subscribe bit. It's much appreciated. Hit the bell icon. Then you'll know when we are live. Somebody else fell in the mud. Here we go. Yes. So, yeah, I thought I'd take the sound out on this little bit because, yes, he was in a vehicle. Andrew Austin. Oh, he's only just had the notification, but don't forget, it's every Friday. You can rely on the bear, okay? Always rely on the bear. 7 o'clock, providing the internet and everything else allows. 7 o'clock UTC time, okay? I know it gets a little bit difficult when you're in a different country or America or whatever. Beautiful stuff. I love this. I love watching these as much as you. I'll tell you, it's brilliant. Well done, mate. Jamesy to the fore. Now that particular F-18 is absolutely gorgeous, and just before the, or I'm not sure whether it was just before or just after the air show, it actually flew through the Mach loop. DJ Wolf, hello Stu! Hello to you, DJ Wolf, nice to see you, mate. Aha. Yes, I remember getting soaked this particular weekend on the Friday. Paid to go in, well in advance, went in, and we saw the Harrier, and that was it. Whoops, not use the mag. Don't do that, boy. You'll deafen everybody. Here's a Care Bear. I bet your feet were freezing there, Bradley, eh? There we go, getting up real close and personal. Super. Love these shots. So I thought I'd feature these because, yes, you don't normally get a chance to see these sort of shots when you go to the air shows, because this is on the, as you look out, on the opposite side, called the live side. Jason, hiya Jason, nice to see you as well. Keep mentioning these names. Nat Shaw. In Zats. There's another new person on here. Great, thank you very much. Don't forget, keep sharing and yeah, keep recommending the old Airshow World, okay? I probably won't be doing so much live streaming at the moment for obvious reasons. Reasons that we can't, you know, the C word, can't mention that. But you can rely on Friday nights though. Friday nights we will be live from the edit van, doing this sort of thing. And of course, talking to you fantastic folks. So thank you for joining us today. We've got another 30 minutes, just 29 minutes left of the show. So it goes by so quick. More than halfway through the show. Can't believe it. We hope so. Yes, hope to do RIAT in 2021, but yeah, we'll just see what happens, won't we? And just to finish off, well, we had to have a bit of F-16 action from the Solo Turk. Thanks for watching. That's all right. I tell you what, that Coca-Cola's going down a real treat, you know. Drinking all Matthew's Coca-Cola. He'll love me for that. Right, moving on. Yes, now, let me stop this video for a second. Right, before we go on to the next aircraft feature, what I'm going to do is mention a really good friend of mine by the name of Rick King. Right, now, Rick, you may remember I've mentioned Rick a few times because he's the producer of this fantastic aviation. What it is, it's got all the airband frequencies in. It's called the UK Airband Frequency Guide. Right, and he's done really well with that, so really proud to been helping Rick with that venture. But it's done so well, all the books are just about sold. Okay, but he's done this new venture, and what it is, it's I talk about airband radios quite a bit when I'm doing these live streams, you know, Fred the Ted and all that malarkey. Yeah, got an airband radio, but to make an airband radio work really well, say if you're at home, you need a really good antenna, say for your base station or whatever. So Rick has produced this these excellent aerials, antennas we'll call them. Okay, I'm going to let this video run in just a second. It's only a little tiny video. It explains how to put them together, right? But I actually had a couple of these, picked them up on Monday, and I was testing them. Been testing them all week, and I can 100% tell you that they are absolutely fantastic. I'm picking up frequencies, radio, because it's airband. He makes ones for other sort of things as well, you know, but it's just airband that I'm interested in. So what he does basically, he makes one for civil airband and one for the military airband. So I've been testing those, two of them, right, and I'm picking up frequencies that I've never heard before. For example, I live about 70 miles away from RF Waddington. Yeah, so to test it, I thought I'll try the ATIS. In other words, it's a permanent frequency. It gives out the runway information, what runway they're on, the wind, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and I was picking it up, absolutely fantastic. The radio's been going crazy all day, so all week actually. So thoroughly recommend them, and I'll let the video go. It's only a short little video, so let it roll.
When you receive your UKFG dipole, it will come in a couple of sections. This is the Mill-Air dipole, but the construction and building structures are the same for whichever dipole you choose. Now, when you order it, you will have the option to add a pole mount, which fits as such, or a wall mount. Now with a wall mount, you'll get these two spacers, so these can go in either the sides to mount through the centre there, or alternatively put one inside and into the back hole like such, and then that one in the front, sliding the pole through and then nipping the 10mm bolt to hold it all in place. That is after you've actually put the dipole together. Now the dipole leg will come with a screw, and we want to mount that into the housing, lining these two holes up. As we slide it in, it may be a tight fit. If it is, then help a little WD-40 or such as washing up liquid will help with the install. Then refit the screw and just nip it to hold everything in place. It doesn't have to be over tight, but just nip it, it'll be fine. You'll also find in the box some heat shrink material, and what this is for is to protect the BNC connector when you've installed it. Now, what I normally do is put it over first, leaving a couple of millimetres at the end before I start to heat it up and before I fit it. And what I do is start from this end, warming it up, and as you warm this has a bonding agent within it, so as it shrinks to fit, it will bond to the coax and the connector as well. Once you've shrunk it down, and when you get to about here, so this has just started to shrink, put it onto the antenna, lock it and turn it. There we go. I'm finished shrinking it off, and that will give you a weatherproof connection.
Okay, so exactly. So a couple of comments there, and I'll just answer those. So is this to pick up the radio comms? Exactly. So if you've got one of these airband radios, my favourite is the Uniden BCT15X, right? The Bearcat, in other words. Absolutely brilliant. And as I said, I've been testing these aerials this week. I've been testing 2 of them. The one you're looking at the moment, that's the UHF one, in other words for the military airband, and he also does one for the civil VHF, which is obviously a bigger aerial. I won't go into the reasons why they're bigger and smaller. If you're into this sort of thing, you'll probably know the reasons why, but I'm not going to, going to keep it brief. But to keep it simple and straightforward, been testing these. They fit together absolutely fantastic. They're all tuned especially for that particular band, and as I said, I've been picking up frequencies that I've never been able to before. Absolutely brilliant. Is a good friend of mine, so that's why that's not the only reason why I'm giving it a mention. It's because I can thoroughly recommend it. And if you're interested in any of these, all you've got to do is look in this video. Look, see the little down arrow where it says more, and then you can order these directly from that particular link. Okay, so made it really easy for you. And they're £25. Absolutely doesn't come with a coax, but coax, hey, I ordered 30 meters. No, 25 meters for £7 off for Amazon. So with the actual BNC sockets actually already fitted. All right, but £25 a piece, absolute bargain. If you're interested in that to make your radio sound better than it's ever sounded before, pick things you've never heard. Thoroughly recommend it. Okay, get it on a pole outside, job done. Okay, that's it. Time to move along because we've got some more airplanes to be looking at. So time to take you to Japan. Ah yes. Now then, to me that's an F-16, but it's not an F-16. What the hell is it? Well, I'll tell you what, first person, I know what it is. In the chat room, tell me, what aircraft is this? I know what it is. What aircraft is this? And by the way, Jamesy, you're not allowed to answer. So if you are interested in those aerials, in the description of this video you'll see there's some links and it will take you to them. Ethan. Yes, Ethan the man. Don't know how long you've been on, Ethan, but we showed some of Phoebe's videos earlier. So Ethan, if you're out and about with your camera, you're more than welcome to do similar to what Phoebe did. I'll wait for this to go through so you can hear me. Yes, Ethan, you're more than welcome to send me some video clips and I can feature those like I did with Phoebe tonight. Okay, so you know how to get in touch with me, the email address. And in just a couple of weeks, something like that, we hope to be featuring Ethan on Meet the Fans as well. So John Robinson, spot on, my boy. That's exactly what it is. Mitsubishi F2A. That's all right, Ethan, because I don't think for the next, in case you go to East Mids or anything like that, for a bit of exercise, I won't be doing any live streaming for the next months, but I'll obviously be doing the Friday nights. Big wave. Okay, big wave back. DCS Virtual Solo Mirage Team. Waving back to you, mate. Thank you very much for that, Phoebe. Stu, got to send you a video from Lewis the Travel Spotter for next live stream. Okay, cool. No worries. Oh, no doubt I will do some... Yes. Chris. Could I do live stream outside the van? Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit too far away from the there's houses in the way. You certainly see the aircraft on 27, runway 27, after they've taken off. But I'm down in a dip. Beautiful shot. What's the C word? Maybe kick. Yes. Something with a 19 after it. No. Oh, you can't beat a bit of kick. So you probably hear me laugh every now and again. Not everybody's got the chat box running, so I just like to have some of the messages just make me laugh. So thank you for joining us all. Look at this, whoa, bring it on. I like that, I like it. Coconut cake, Julie. Yeah, Christmas. How can I show a video from an old video recorder? Question for the bear. I do lots of that. Need a way to capture it into your computer, basically. There is lots of ways of doing it. I've got all the kit to be able to do it. What's everybody's favourite? Okay, first person in the chat room. It's yes, it's not. There's no prize this week. First person to put the correct answer in the. Wait for this to go through. First person to put the correct answer in the chat room right now. What's the bear's favourite cake? The bear's favourite cake. What could it be? Definitely not red velvet. What would the bear's favourite cake be? I sort of gave it away a minute ago, didn't I? $100%. Give me a coconut cake any day. Thank you, Julie. See, Julie knows. I'm a bit of a coca-holic, if you like. Love coconut. And Phoebe, spot on. Coconut cake. Get it in there. Cheesecake. Oh, my daughter made a fantastic cheesecake earlier in the week. Wow. In fact, I'll have to have a look in the fridge, see if there's any left. I bet there isn't. I do like strawberries though. Yeah. Kurt Ferrari! How dare you! How dare you! How dare you! You don't like coconuts? Oh! I bought a coconut once from Asda with a friend of mine. We're out shopping and we're at work. Should have been at work actually. We were just going round and bought this coconut, lost it in his van. Oh gosh, found it about 2 years later. It was a bit of a messy old van that he had, put it that way. And he gave it to me. He said, "Oh, Stu, I found your coconut." Yeah, you know where you can shove that. Oh, coffee. Blah, blah, blah. You see, hey, it's one of those things. Some people love coffee, I hate coffee. Some people hate coconut, you see? Yeah, Marmite. Also, some people love aeroplanes. Oh, now talking of loving aeroplanes, coming up for you. Some beautiful footage coming up in just a moment. This F-16. Now, this is an F-16. Yes, and you're not seeing things. That is the sea in the background. It's a naval base. This was filmed just about a year ago, so well done, James. James would probably be there now if it wasn't for the C word. So Barry, just a moment, so you can hear what I'm saying. Yeah, Barry, yes, absolutely, yes, I did get the new antennas. That was the whole point of that little thing that I did. I've been testing them this week, and Rick has very kindly given me these two antennas, and I can't recommend them highly enough. Absolutely brilliant. I'd go as far as to say they're the best I've ever had, and I've had a lot of different antennas over the years. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, in the room is our very own Elvis. Elvis, my God, how are you, Elvis? Hope you're keeping fit and fine, keeping off those burgers. Don't eat too many of them burgers, mate. Not good for you. So, Elvis, great to see you, mate. My eyes always light up when I see Elvis is in the room. It just gives me the chance to say that, you know. But yeah, Elvis has been with us right since the word go. Right, so on the live streams. So Elvis, hi, and say hi to Tracy for me, mate. November 2018. God, is it really? Goodness gracious, I thought it was last year. How time flies there, Jamesy. Hi, Vic. Where is it? Oh, he's on the Isle of Wight. Hey, rock. Just a minute. Wait for that to go through. DCS virtual solo. Yeah, brilliant. Top man. Thank you very much. Sent me some pictures and the email address. Don't forget, if you want to take part in Meet the Fans, I'll give the email address again just a little later. And Meet the Fans will be coming up in about 5 minutes from now. So if you want to take part in Meet the Fans, just send me an email. Email address will be coming at the end of the show. And of course, I will feed you. What I will do, I'll be in touch 9 days approximately before I do the show. just to let you know it's going to be happening, and just in case you wanted to add anything else. But all I need basically is just a few photographs and a little description about yourself, okay? So I can tell everybody all about you guys. This is funny, this is. Watch the cameras. Up, 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 up. Keep lifting those cameras up. Oh, quick. Oi. Let's ruin the video by going click, 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 click. You know, I wish they could make silent cameras. I think they can now, but oh, it's like when you do videos. James will agree with this. If you're into videos, oh, it's nothing worse because the sound really picks up big time. And if you want to see any of these videos in full without me the bear giving it the rabbit and what have you, just do a search on Airshow World and all these videos, if not already, will be on. This one I'll probably do a re-upload in the next couple of days, so don't forget, subscribe to Airshow World. Grant, hello Grant Robertson. Yeah, anybody that does videos, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean. Yeah, no, click, click, click. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Lewis. Yeah, anything high pitch really does get picked up by the microphones or the bag, you know, like me the other day when I was putting the cover on, and I was saying, no, honestly, I'm not eating sweets. Honest, Mum. Logan Johnson. Hello, Logan. Nice to see you. Says hi. I like the icon. That looks cool. No, it's gone quiet on the fireworks side of things, so I can't hear any at the moment. But last night, oh wow. But hey, you never mind it for one night, but when it's like for 2 weeks before and a couple of weeks after, it's, you know, it really does upset the animals. Oh, I've seen one of our cats terrified, absolutely terrified. Coming up in a couple of minutes, to finish the show off, we'll be, of course we've got to feature this though first. So still in Japan, and it's a Mitsubishi F15J, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm no expert on these at all. Hey David, don't worry about it, David, you can always just rewind it. You missed some great stuff. It's yeah, it's always 7 o'clock on a Friday night with the bear in the edit van, drinking all Matthew's Coca-Cola. Well, it's Pepsi actually. I mean, I've got one hell of a thirst tonight. That is one hell of a display. Wow. Thank you very much, DCS. Yep, I shall, and if you want to be part of the Meet the Fans, just send me a little description all about yourself, your YouTube channels, or whatever you do. And same for anybody else. Please do. I think we're going to feature Julie one of these weeks, which will be absolutely great. Julie, by the way, I certainly want to feature some of those videos you sent me of the, if that's okay with you, from Halloween. Because when we do this Meet the Fans, it doesn't have to just be aeroplanes. You know, you can, if you take wildlife or anything, whatever. I don't know, racing cars or whatever else. Trains, who knows? Cats, dogs, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's called Meet the Fans, so it doesn't have to be an aeroplane picture. Oh yes, John knows his aeroplanes. Look at this, bring it on. We've got 4 minutes of the show left. Hey Joy, we'll call you Joy so I don't have to say the whole lot. Evening all, good evening. Oh yes, my Halloween must, yeah, absolutely. The only other thing I need from you, Julie, is just, you know, short description about, you know, it doesn't have to be anything personal or anything like that, you know, just your likes and what have you, that sort of thing. Same with anybody else, you know. You can call yourself Fred the Ted if you want. Hey guys, I tell you what, we've got to move on to the next feature, okay? So if you want to see this in full without all the chitter chatter from myself and the F-18 that's going now, hey, this will be on in the next couple of days. Alright, so don't forget, do the bit, do your bit on Airshow World. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, you know when we are actually live. Well, I've got to be honest, you're going to love this. It really is something special. But you are going to see these two Phantoms. They are absolutely fantastic. They do a display and all the rest of it. But I'm going to disappoint you, because you're going to have to join us next week for that, because we are almost out of time and we've got some more important stuff to actually do. So I'm going to be really cruel, man. You've got to join us for next week, and I will definitely be doing a Phantom special. Okay, that's going to be next week. Teasing you like mad here, I tell you. So we're moving on. It's called Meet the Fans, and it's our very own Bradley Penny Aviation. Now Bradley, as another one of our fantastic supporters on Airshow World, he's been with us right from the start of doing the live stream. So thank you, Bradley. So here's a bit of info about Bradley. So what does he say? So he says, hello, my name's Bradley, and the idea for my YouTube stemmed from my insane passion for aviation. I was inspired by many different aviation channels that I still watch to this day. So on the 21st of January 2019, I decided to pluck up the courage and make my first ever YouTube video, good on you mate, being a preview of my holiday to the Dominican Republic. 5 months later, I uploaded my first trip report, and it was a flight review. Right? It was a short flight between Bristol Airport and Mallorca. Wow, that's pretty good. The flight itself was pretty good. The video, however, was not so. It doesn't matter. But somehow people started to watch and subscribe, and my small aviation channel started to grow, and I'm currently at 1,200. Make that, I think the last time I looked, it was 1,300. It's probably 2,000 now, or 1,500. You're doing brilliant, and nearing 100,000 views, sorry, which I think is pretty good. I think it's absolutely fantastic for only going for 1 year and 10 months. So, mate, I think you're doing absolutely brilliant. And he says, oops, just let me get this back, and he says, this is the, this really puts a smile on my face, and this what's what makes it all worthwhile. Okay, oops, sorry, I missed one of your pictures. Just let me I'll go back to you, Bradley, in a second. I do apologize. Here we go. And he says, of course, thanks to Airshow World for the amazing support on YouTube channel, for the continuous shout outs and encouragement. That means a lot to him. Hey, that's all right. He says, thank you, Stu. If you haven't heard my name before, please be sure to check out his YouTube channel, and that is Bradley Penny Aviation, and subscribe to continue growing his channel. Absolutely brilliant. And these are a couple of pictures actually from some of his videos itself. So Bradley, thank you for sending these through. Come on, let's do the next one. Now this was obviously taken the very same day that I was with Bradley down at Myrtle Avenue down at Heathrow Airport, and it was an absolute pleasure to meet you, mate. Total surprise. These youngsters came up and said, hiya, and I went, what? You probably saw that video last week that I actually played. So there we go. Here's a couple more shots. So Bradley, and there he is, the man himself. Hey, I should have done this on the competition. What cockpit is that? And there he is, and I'm pretty sure that was taken at Myrtle Avenue as well. Bradley, you're an absolute star, mate, and thank you very, very much for being on Meet the Fans this week. So you get the gist of what Meet the Fans is all about. That's all you've got to do, okay? Just send a few photographs of yourself and a little bit of information, right? Doesn't have nothing personal or anything like that. Just keep it nice and brief, and I will be more than happy to give you a shout out. And coming up next week on the Meet the Fans, it's going to be Turbo Tim's World. So we'll tell you all about Turbo Tim. But from the Bear, I want to say thanks ever such a lot. Oh, it was the Concorde. Thank you very much there, Bradley. So sorry I haven't been able to mention, I've tried to mention as many people in the chat room as possible, but I'm out of time. I'm 3 minutes late. Thanks ever such a lot for joining the Bear in the live from the edit room. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. We'll see you next Friday night, okay, at 7 o'clock 1900, right, on Friday night, as always. Have yourself a great week, and look out for all the other videos that are going to be coming out in the next couple of days, all right? Subscribe to Airshow World. Keep the faith, all right, guys? Have a great weekend, and from the Bear, you take care.
Everybody else okay, take off?
Wind check 06012.
Right, thank you. Switch, rolling, now. Secondi. Ora. Corretto centinaio.
Entering North Wales MPA, we're going to proceed into low-fly area 7 for south-north flow for approximately 30 mic.
You clear takeoff and display. The surface wind is 07012.